I'm sharing this specific faith bit today because it's a journey I'm personally on. After going through some major life transitions and realizations over the last few years, I had to stop and ask myself, Garland, are you seeking the truth or are you just seeking to be right? Revamping my own thinking wasn't just a psychological exercise, it was the only way I could find true peace of mind. I'm learning to be a Berean right along with you. Have you ever seen a post or heard a sermon and thought, I knew it, that's exactly what I've been saying? It feels good, doesn't it? It feels like confirmation. But in the world of psychology, that feeling has a dangerous name: confirmation bias. It's the tendency to search for favor and recall information that confirms what we already believe, while completely ignoring anything that challenges us. In our modern world of algorithms and echo chambers, we aren't just finding the truth, we're often just finding ourselves reflected back at us. But why is it so hard to look at the other side? Why does it actually hurt to be proven wrong? To understand that, we have to look at a concept called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance sounds like a complex term, but it's a common sense feeling. Cognitive refers to your thoughts, and dissonance means a lack of harmony, like two musical notes that clash and sound off. Psychologically, this happens when you hold two conflicting beliefs at the same time, or when you are presented with new information that contradicts a long held view. For example, if you believe a certain leader is perfect, but then you see proof of their mistake, your brain experiences a clash. This clash creates a genuine mental discomfort, a literal stress response in your brain. To stop the pain of that clash, most people do one of two things. They either ignore the new evidence, confirmation bias, or they get angry at the person sharing it. We do this to protect our mental peace, but in doing so, we often shut the door on the truth. Our brains are wired for efficiency, not necessarily for accuracy. Psychology tells us that resolving that clash or dissonance by changing our minds is hard work. It requires humility and effort. In a church setting, this is even more dangerous. We might ignore a difficult command of Jesus because it doesn't fit our tribe, or we might follow a charismatic teacher just because they say things that keep our gears from grinding. Confirmation bias and cognitive dissonance make us feel safe, but they don't make us righteous. They build a testimony of being right rather than a relationship with the truth. To break this cycle, we need to look at the nobility of the Bereans in Acts 17:11. The Bible calls the Bereans noble-minded. Why? Because they knew how to handle the clash of new information. First, they received the word with great eagerness. They weren't cynical or closed off. Even when Paul brought a message that was brand new and likely caused massive cognitive dissonance, they didn't run away. Second, and this is the faith bit, they examined the scriptures daily to see if what Paul was saying was true. They didn't let their halo effect, the bias where we trust someone just because they are famous or eloquent, override their discernment. They didn't just feel their way to the truth, they studied their way to it. Being a Berean means being an active thinker, not a passive consumer. So, how do we think like a Berean today? It starts with the faith bit pause. Next time you hear something that causes that clash in your mind, that uncomfortable feeling of cognitive dissonance, don't just shut it out. And next time you hear something that perfectly aligns with your biases, don't just hit share yet. Stop and ask one. Am I avoiding this because it's false or because it makes me uncomfortable? Two, is this true because I like the person saying it, or is it true because it's biblical? True nobility isn't about never feeling challenged. It's about having the humility to bring every challenge back to the Word of God every single day. Don't believe everything you hear, not even from me. Go check the Bible. I'm Garland, and this has been your Faith Bit. If this helped you understand your own mind a little better today, hit that like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next bite of wisdom.